Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Ghost 11 Vise Squad, brought to you by the Anadromous Fly Company and Fly Life Company, our sponsors. After you watch today's clip, please head over to our awesome online stores at fishingoutdoors.ca or .net for U.S. and international shoppers. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the little reminder bell so you don't miss any of our future episodes. Today we're going to tie a little jigged Euro Leech. It's going to be really heavy. We got this 4mm tungsten bead right here in copper, and then we also got this size 10 R7 jig hook, which are also extra heavy in the first place. Another level, we're also going to make it a wired body because first of all it just looks really cool, and second of all you're going to add that extra weight. So we're going to start with an 8/0 thread in black waxed, and we're just going to start it down the shank of the hook, stopping just before the hook point, right at it rather. So then we're going to take this flash that we got here. I'm going to cut it flush real quick so the tips are aligned, and we're just going to tie it in about the body length. Not required, but something that adds just a nice look to the fly. Tie it in like that. You can bear down on it all you want. If it does flare on you, then you put a loose wrap behind it and you have no problem. But this one's not flaring in the first place, so we're not going to bother with it. And then we're going to bring it up the body to keep the even body when we do our wire. Cut it off right there, leaving our gap. And then work our thread back up. Start both pieces of wire. This one's a red and brassie. Do a couple wraps over top of it. And then we have this wire and this copper wire in medium with different sizes. And then we're just gonna work them down to where we're going to start with them, keeping the body even and flush the whole way. A nice flat thread helps a lot with this fly, at least for appearances purposes. So now we're just going to build this body up, keep it pretty even with a slight taper, nothing too drastic. We'll take our copper wire and we're just going to bend it down. Want it out of the way, and then we're going to half hitch off real quick too. Bring our bobbin cradle around, and now we're going to take our red wire over top of the copper wire that we bent out of the way, and we're just going to wrap it like we would a copper john. Nice touching wraps. Alright, so now that we got it where we want, we're going to add one more wrap that's going to come down this way. That'll make it nice and easy to catch and tie off. Helicopter off. Bring our thread back up top here. And now we're going to take this olive squirrel zonker and we're going to measure it out to be, I want the leather of it to be at the end of the flash. That way there's a little bit going past it. Then after we measure that out, we're going to just spread those fibers. And then we're going to cut it off right there. That's going to be our tie-in point in a moment. So now, let's put that tip right there. We're going to tie it in. Bear it down a little bit, make sure it's set. Bring your thread back here. Now we are going to counter wrap this wire, our copper one, to cinch down the squirrel zonker. And just separate the fur enough to get your wire wraps down. Shouldn't take more than 3 with this small of a hook. Feels weird to call a size 10 hook small, but you guys know as I mean as far as streamers go, it is. Try to just keep them even and don't trap too much fur. And like we did before, we're gonna add a couple more wraps down here just to make it easier to tie down. And helicopter it off as well. Now we are going to bring our thread back up to where the zonker starts. And we're going to put a little bit of superfine dubbing to give it a bump and to also deal with any extra room that it took to tie in that zonker, which notoriously take up a bunch of room. So take this superfine, really take any dubbing to do this. Nice little bump. Which will make it nice for tying in our soft tackle later, which we have right here, a brown hen feather. And we're just gonna grab a hold of the tip right here and preen these fibers back. And now we're gonna cut this at an angle. And that's gonna be your tie-in point. You got this entire stem here to work with in wrapping. Just tie in the tip here, just like that. Then preening your fibers accordingly. Being a soft tackle, it's very easy to do this. Should move with you. And just preen them as you wrap. Tie off your stem. Then snip it off. And just like that, you get this little micro leech, small leech anyways, size 10, jigged, super heavy. We're gonna get to the bottom real quick. Really nice for those high spring waters if you're somewhere that you get a big runoff from the snow. Or really nice for just about anything, any fast waters, any deep waters. Slip off our thread here. Not to mention, a very cool looking fly, which is always fun. That doesn't take that much work to tie, honestly. Lots of movement there. And the soft tackle will add a nice pulse. So, thank you guys for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button, subscribe button, and the little reminder bell so you don't miss any of our future episodes. Also, check out fishingoutdoors.ca or .net for international or US shoppers, because there's some awesome fishing gear, outdoors gear in general. We got all of our sponsor stuff, which is, Fly Life Company and Anadroma's Fly Company. You get these hooks, get these scissors, you're all set up. So please check that out. And I will see you guys next week. Thank you guys for watching.